Good afternoon, CFM. This is Coach Matt with our Wednesday workout. Let's begin with 2 rounds through of the following warm-up sequence. 12 calories, your choice, road bike or ski, and then with a bench that you're going to use for stuff later. So get it set up next to your squat station, but I would pull it out in the open, or you could get it underneath, but just not against the wall. So lateral bench step overs. So I'm picking my knee up high, reaching my knee out and my hip out to the side. So you should feel those side hip flexor muscles and front hip flexor muscles getting activated when you do that. Next one is bench thread the needle. So again on the bench, and I'm gonna go elbows straight, hands about shoulder width apart, and then use my knees and my hips to pull myself down past my arms, right? So notice that my head is dove down through the window in between my arms, and now I'm gonna take my one arm and slide it across my body and reach overhead. So this is my bench thread the needle. We're getting 8 reps on each side of that exercise, and then slow toe touch to overhead reach. Toe touch to overhead reach, just nice and gentle, stretching those out. And then a warm-up set of squats. Today is our tempo squats. So we're gonna do 5 sets of 5 reps. We're gonna do 5 reps with a 5-second eccentric. We're only gonna get through this sequence 5 times. I keep saying 5. 3 times through. 3 times through the sequence, only 3 times through the sequence. We're doing it 3 times, all right? So back squat is 5 reps, 5-second eccentric. So you'll take your back squat stance, big step back, and then in control, same speed on the way down, 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000. At the bottom, drive up hard, right? So it's slow on the way down, hard drive on the way up. When I finish my back squats, I will stop and I will rest for 30 seconds. At the end of 30 seconds, I should be in my Bulgarian split squat position. You can pick which leg goes first, but recognize that the leg that goes second will be a little bit more tired. So I usually put my dominant leg second, right? So I'll do my weaker one first, but I've got my back leg hanging off of the bench. The instep of my foot is resting on top of the bench. Front leg, vertical shin, and I've got my weight sitting here. I have an ab mat underneath my knee that's on the ground because it's touching the ground. And what I'm gonna do is 6 reps of a loaded Bulgarian split squat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And after 6, I'm gonna set that weight down, and now I'm gonna try to jump, right? So jump, pull that knee up. 2, 3, 4, right? So even if you don't pull your knee up, I want you to just push as hard as you can against the ground. Feel the difference between what you can do with a heavy weight in your hand and when there's no weight in your hand. You can be a lot quicker, a lot more explosive with those legs, all right? And then do the same thing on the opposite leg. When you finish that, then you get another 30-second rest, and we're gonna do a dumbbell hold followed by some jumps, all right? So ideally what you're seeing here with our accessory exercises is a challenging static position immediately followed by a lighter weight explosive movement, okay? And there's intention behind that. I'll explain the physiology to anybody if they wanna listen to the boring nerd details. If you don't, just do it and make it burn, okay? So now I'm holding my dumbbell, a relatively heavy dumbbell. I would say for the guys, like 50s would be a good weight to hold on this. If you can do more and maintain good position, by all means go for it. But don't just hold a light dumbbell, right? And just kind of bore yourself with this position. Active squat stance, active squat position, 20 seconds. At the end of 20 seconds, set it down, and then it's broad jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for max distance, right? So every broad jump should be for max distance. At the end of that sequence, your legs should be screaming at you. You need to sit and rest, recover your quads, recover your glutes, recover your hip flexors. You got a lot of rest. We're only doing 3 sets of that total sequence, right? So it's only 15 squats, it's only 15 broad jumps, right? But it should really tire you out, all right? It should make those muscles feel nice and fatigued. When you're done with that, we have an accessory circuit for you to finish approximately 3 rounds of, depending on how fast you get done with the squat sequence, because you're gonna rest. You need to rest and get a full recovery between the squat sequences. But when you're done with that, you need a thick band, a plate to go on the ground, a medicine ball, and if you want something different for a Russian twist, you can do that too, all right? But I'll go through these movements real quick. 8 reps on each side of a loaded front foot elevated split squat. So I'm about in my lunge width stance, but instead of lunging where I go straight down, I'm moving forward into a squatting position on this front leg and then driving backwards into a straight leg position on the front leg. Okay, so the goal is my knee goes as far forward of my toes as it can under load without this heel coming up off the plate, right? I'm feeling a good stretch in the heel cord and in the patella tendon, and then driving back up out of that, okay? 6 reps or 8 reps on each side. Next one, give you an option. We'll have the GHD machines out if you would like to do that. That's kind of the coach's challenge. The standard version is our medicine ball to toes. So it's a V sit up with a lightweight, I'd say 6, 8, 10 pound ball is great for that one. After the med ball to toes, Spanish squat hold is the next one. So this is a knee rehab exercise. What we'll do, and it's a static position, right? But it will still, you'll feel it a lot in your quads. Band goes behind one knee. Then we wrap it around the vertical upright of the rig, step the other leg through, and then I want you to walk way back, right? So you got a lot of tension on that band, and then we're just sitting down into a squat position. So think 90 degrees at the knees, my thighs should be parallel to the ground, front shin should be vertical, and the more I raise my hands up, the more challenging that becomes. Really, really good for desensitizing the knee to chronic pain, all right? Last one is Russian twist. You can go as heavy, as light on this as you want to go, but Russian twist, think about getting the elbow to the opposite thigh on either side for 16 reps, okay? And that is it for today. Hope you guys had a great one, and I'll see you on Thursday.